Maybe it's because I've seen too many Karen mimes, but I have to speak out on this topic today. We are jaded people. Hear me out. We are so quick to pounce on someone who is out doing something that we ourselves are not trying. We laugh at them. We are a little bit extra judgy that they are selling something. We put them through 5 times the heartache to make a sale than anywhere else we would buy something similar. It's just crazy what we're doing. Hi, I'm Amy, owner of Dragonspit Apothecary. I'm a wife, mom, entrepreneur. I work in the corporate world, but Dragonspit Apothecary is a natural living resource to help you live your best life every day. And that's what I try to do myself. So you're listening to my weekly blog where I share how to make it possible for you to have your own natural living journey in your life and family. So now let's unpack this situation a little bit more. Okay? So we've got, let's say you have this friend who bakes cakes and she does it out of her kitchen. And she sells them for birthdays, maybe a wedding or two, other special events people call her up and they need a cake for. She's working full time in another job and has found that she can take her interest in baking to make a few extra dollars on the side. We may refer a couple friends to her if we hear something coming up, where someone needs a cake, right? Maybe even we have ordered a cake from her because we know she is a good baker and her cakes are pretty good, right? Not a big deal. So now let's take that same friend who we love and say that she is now selling products instead of cakes. She's still working this in her spare time, every minute she can get from her full-time job and the other stuff that she does going on in her life, right? These products she's selling make her a distributor for a company where she earns a portion of her money from all of the sales she does. Now, in this situation, as crazy as it sounds, we are more than likely not supporting our friend in the same way as if she was sweating over her oven hoping a cake doesn't fall flat. It's weird, isn't it? But we all do it. Why though? Why do we do that? It is still the same friend. They are still working hard to earn a few extra dollars on the side, or maybe they even have a dream to build it up to a point that they can live off this little business the rest of their life. Yet we don't support and encourage them the same way in this example, do we? In fact, we're more than likely to avoid her more as a result of her being a distributor versus a baker. And oh my goodness, what kind of friend is that? What kind of friend is that? We're really the Karens. Now here's the deal. Everything you buy comes from that is from a store is from a distribution system where the store is a distributor of goods that you then buy. Several companies, perhaps even several thousand employees of those companies are dependent on you buying those items, and they all get a little piece of that sale in addition to what the store makes. They even do little things like take over our radio and TV with advertising to try to get us to buy whatever they are selling. Now my favorite is when they run a sale on it to help it move a little faster. Somebody please tell me how that is not desperate Karen mime stuff. You hear me? Okay, the millions some companies make off creating 30-second funny commercials should be Karen desperate mimes of all times. The insanity, by the way, to spend that kind of much money and get me to buy some detergent, right? That's the funny part. Let's say I go to and buy that detergent. The experience in the store is I go to the store, I push a cart to the aisle where that detergent is, I lug it in my cart because it's super heavy, and then I go to the checkout. Now the person at the checkout doesn't care that I bought this detergent. They don't know my name. They don't personally care what detergent I bought, right? Or that I'm even in their store. Like, here's the deal. We don't think twice about those corporations doing that little type of desperate selling, or how they don't even know our name in the process as long as we hand over that credit card. for their products, right? Yet we pick on our own friends who are out there trying to sell a lipstick or an essential oil, and we give them so much heartache. Trust me, every sale I have ever made with Dragon's Den Apothecary has been a major celebration. I don't care if it was a $3 purchase, I still remember who it was, and I sent them a handwritten note of thank you. It mattered to me that much, and it still does. So we won't find wealth in our own life by picking on others out there trying to better their life. We won't, because we won't be making the real connections in our life that make a difference, and probably even better products that would make our life pretty cool. Instead, we're pushing carts filled with heavy detergent bottles that are filled with toxic ingredients that long-term hurt our health and that of our environment, while handing over our credit card and thousands of dollars on it each year to do that. There is no wealth for any of us when we don't lift each other up. For wealth to happen in our lives, we have to first let go of our misconception of how that is built. It is not just from a salary that comes from a job that is likely not to be there after a couple of years. It is also not from isolating ourselves from friends and even our family and new relationships. Wealth, specifically natural wealth, that makes us happy, content, satisfied, and fulfilled is the mix of physical things and personally meaningful connections. It is all of that and a cake our friend made for us from their own kitchen. Maybe selling things isn't for you. There's no shame in that. But tearing down others, and especially our friends who are out there trying to do it, also isn't either of us helping out. What if we actually helped each other instead? What if we made a purchase from that friend or offered to host a class or a party for them to support their business? Would it really cost us that much? Or appropriately, what would we gain in that wealth of relationship from doing that? On top of some good quality products and time well spent with people we know and who care what our name is when we hand over money. I believe natural wealth is the best built when we look to the small businesses in our own community and life and lift each other up. It is pushing back on these major corporations who are the ones really overcharging for things by taking away the experience of how that product is purchased, consumed, and effects it has on us and our environment. I say enough of that. Let's get real about what it means to be wealthy and be a wealthy consumer who is informed of their choices and goes with what is right for them rather than what is advertised incessantly until we give in and break down and go buy it. So, to all you Karen mimes up there, if you're ready to experience a change in how you buy goods and find ones that truly serve your lifestyle in a healthy way, I invite you to visit my website, dragonsdenapothecary.com, and I will more than happily help you with any of those needs on top of sending you a personal note. Until next time, live well naturally, my friend.